Hi. Before you venture forth to the very meaningful and important conversations that we are about to have, I'd like to give a short disclaimer in my soothing voice. Remember, the things that we are going to talk about are not 100% right because A, we're all dumbasses, and B, to compensate that we have too much overconfidence about some topics that we branch towards. So please take it with a grain of salt or the size of the clitoris and do not make a Bible out of this info. So go take a nice shower, light some scented candles, open a bottle of red wine, strip an endangered bear, wrap a shawl around yourself made of its fur, snuggle up in the corner of your room with the loved one that you are in a semi-toxic relationship with, and listen to the bunch of idiots obnoxiously ramble on for about 1.5 hours. And please, oh please, listen to your parents. They will give you money. Enjoy.
Do you guys have a smart speaker of some sort?
Smart speaker. That's my dad.
Your dad is a smart speaker. What?
Yeah, I mean he speaks like smart things.
Bro, what things you're saying? Fucking.
It's the wrong fucking layer.
I have an echo, or actually, it's not even ours, but like someone who we know, like a while back, they got like a Google Home or something, and so they had this spare, so they just gave it to us. It wasn't that great.
Wait, is it the Echo Dot? Is it the small one?
Yeah, and the old one, I think, second gen or
Oh,
something.
okay.
And the speaker also was shit on it, and I didn't like it at all. But my parents, for some reason, liked it because you could talk to it, and then it plays music or what. But you had to keep it connected to the charger and everything. I was like, and then after we brought it here, we haven't set it up yet. So I'm like, thank God.
My living room has like the medium-sized Alexa,
Yeah, I know.
and my parents fully used it in the beginning, and now it's just there. But I'm surprised, dude. I'm really into the whole smart speaker thing. My entire sound system is just two Google Home Minis.
I mean, I find it weird just talking to a speaker. I'm like, bro, read my mind or something, bro. Get with the times.
I actually like set my what do you say, reminders and whatever it is. I can turn on my lights and shit. Also, it does like really good Spotify integration. So
Mhm.
it like seamlessly I can switch between devices and stuff.
You can command Alexa to do things, right?
Yes.
I don't like the way you said that.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is when you say like hey intruder alert, can and Alexa can suddenly like play really dramatic music.
No, when you say that, right, she grows like arms and legs and she comes and tries to defend
Holy
you.
shit, man.
Fucks you up because you look like the intruder. I think that's possible, no? Like if Alexa's never seen you.
No, dude.
I mean, but she recognizes your voice.
I'm pretty sure Alexa sees you every day. It's like this dickhead just passing by me, not even talking to me.
Dude, Alexa doesn't have fucking camera, you idiot.
I mean, that we know of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I know the Google Home doesn't have one. Like, actually,
You never know.
because like there's nothing on it that looks like a camera could come through. But who knows, bro? Where technology is.
Have you guys seen the new robot?
Oh yeah, it's kind of creepy, dude. It's too they got it way too organic. It doesn't feel robotic anymore.
Have you watched Marcus Brownlee's video on it?
Yeah, I watched.
It's so it actually makes sense. I don't know why they decided to go with the human form factor, because even he pointed out where if you're making a robot like for any purpose, you don't make a human form. You don't make the robot in a human form because it's very inefficient. You make
Right.
like the machine the robot. So for example, if you're making like a self-driving car, which is like a robotic car essentially, you don't make like a human that's sitting in the car and driving it. You make the car itself the robot, right? And then if you're making like a vacuum cleaner, you don't make like a humanoid robot which is holding your vacuum cleaner. You make the vacuum cleaner itself the robot. And so in this case, it's like why I don't know why you'd make it like a human form again, because I feel like even if it was the Boston Dynamics kind of thing, right, where they have the dog one, and I don't remember the name, I forgot, and then they also have Atlas, which is the humanoid one. It doesn't look very human, but it has like 4 limbs and it doesn't have a head. It's mostly just like it's sort of
Spot, no? The dog is called
Yeah, it's
Spot,
Spot.
no?
And the other one is Atlas. Even that feels fine, but for some reason this one feels very bizarre. Like I can't imagine having it in my house.
This reminds me of a mannequin movie that I saw. It's very creepy. It's like it's a short horror movie.
Dude, yeah, I know, right? I think
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
it's
watched
the
on
same
YouTube
one,
something.
but there is this one called House of Wax. It's just another. It's like a shitty.
Oh
horror
my god,
movie.
yes.
But the concept in that is that
They make people into
yeah, but they go into like this wax house in like a deserted area, and I don't know. At some point, all the statues start coming to life and trying to kill them or something. Oh wait, no, that's not the
wait,
story.
that's not
I
House
just
of
fucked up the story. No, I just made up the story on my own. It's some-
That's
yeah.
not how you discuss a movie.
It's-
You just don't
it's-
make up stories.
I
Do
don't
you know
think
about
so. I just
Jurassic
said
Park? Have you seen the snakes in there?
It's crazy, but I think it's some kind of murderer that comes, and I think they find out. It's very blurry in my head because I watched it when I was a kid. I know that there is like a murderer who's following them, and then now I don't remember whether it is he uses like this mannequins as distraction, or it's that he's killed other people and he's put them into mannequins or something like that.
But shit. No, so I was saying when like we create people, not we, when a company creates like robots, but they're like very specific. For example, like a Roomba or a washing machine. They're all technically robots only, right? But they're very specific or whatever. And we feel completely normal because we're like, there is no human level of value to them. But suddenly when something looks a little bit like a human, 2 limbs, 2 legs.
No, because it's not a threat.
it
to
sort
you,
of
right?
feels a little.
It's because if it's a
No, not threat wise. I feel like I get very strong like slavery vibes. If I see something that's human and it's doing things.
no,
I'm
for me, I
supposed to
feel
do.
like it's more of a. It might be a mix of the uncanny valley thing. I feel like it's from the same place, but for me, it's more of the threat where if it's like even if it's the most close to like an organic being, which is Spot, I still feel like if it ever tried to if it tried to attack me, I could. Since it's smaller than me and all of that, I could overpower it and escape.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because you're looking at it as a dog. You're looking at it as a dog. Like, I can punch a dog. That's
Yeah.
what you're thinking. But when it looks human, you're like, I don't know, man. I can't
Should I
punch
hit
a robot.
this?
For me, it's like it's so much more bigger, and since it's a robot, even if it's not, I mean, they even pointed out in the presentation that it's 10 miles. Like it's like it doesn't. Yeah, so you can outrun it if you have to. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like, the fact that you had to think about that already is like, this is probably not a great idea.
I mean, I get why you thought about that, but at the same time, why would you even allow that to become a thing? Why would you not just make it something which does not possess that kind of a threat? Like, can't you have like a shopping cart which has arms or something? Isn't that easier for grocery shopping?
Yeah, didn't Mr. Bean do that
I don't know.
already in one of his fucking episodes? But I think they just did it because, I mean, it's Tesla and they could. It's like when they made the fire thing, the fire blower.
Fire blower. It's just like a wind.
That was the boring company though. Even though it is Elon, it's like a different project altogether.
Yeah, but that's Elon's company only.
No,
no?
but
So-
it's like different reputations, right? They're all connected to different things, right? So for example, if he does something if he makes like a sex toy with the boring company, it doesn't affect Tesla and all their stockholders at all. It's like a separate entity altogether.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's all coming from Elon, right? I'm pretty sure it's his idea. He's like, can we make a robot? And they're like, should we? It's like, yeah, just make one.
I get that, but I just guess it's weird that it's Tesla. Like, why wouldn't they release it with the boring company instead? Just rebrand it as that.
I don't know, but I genuinely cannot see any other company doing it. And the thing that creeps me out is I don't know if they mentioned how many robots they've already made or how many already exist. But imagine there's like a huge warehouse in Tesla that's filled with these robots.
I mean, I doubt they're standing in line like how they show in the movies. They're probably in like a container with like disassembled and stuff. If they have them in a warehouse.
Yeah, but you don't know, right?
I mean, no, I'm saying having them standing in army formation is not the most efficient use of space.
Yeah, dude, like a lot of people say Jeff Bezos gives them Lex Luthor vibes, but to me, Elon Musk gives strong Lex Luthor vibes, dude. Like all of his activities feel very Lex Luthor.
You never know. He is like building a large Gundam or something in his secret projects.
Yeah, it's this. It's this
Suddenly.
thing. It's basically that.
Yeah, like a huge mech just suddenly goes berserk and then destroys everything. That's how apocalypse starts.
And the thing is, he's like into pop culture quite a bit, so we know he's like being influenced by fucking all this other shit that he watched.
Yes.
My favorite reaction to it was Will Smith just posted a picture of the robot. Nothing, no caption.
Yeah. I wonder if the American government didn't know about this, and he's just like, this is like the first time everyone's hearing about it. The government is like, wait, he has robots? What? Why does he have? Why don't we know about this? What is happening?
I mean, he's not selling them, right? He's just like a personal thing.
Yeah, but the first thing that will happen is they will try to weaponize it. That's like the first thing that happens.
I mean, I don't think they can weaponize this. There are a lot. I mean, I feel like there is a lot better robots to use for if they wanted to use them in warfare. Yeah, like Atlas is way better than this. Way better than this robot.
But I think this robot would like people would fear it more just because of like the way it looks, because you'll connect it to things that look similar, like Iron Man, robot, all these things that look similar to this.
You know, dude, I feel like since it's Atlas, right? It feels a lot less human. And so because of that, it sort of feels like it's not going to give a fuck about you. It is going to run through you regardless of what. It feels like a robot, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, Atlas looks very much. Yeah. This thing would fuck you up.
Yeah, imagine that, but holding holding a gun.
This looks like the villain to the Tesla robot. I shit you not. This looks like
Dude, what is happening?
This is what Jeff Bezos would make basically, because he's like, I have to fight against Elon's robot.
Do you think when Jeff Bezos went to space? Wait, did he go to the moon or just the space?
Nothing, bro. He just like went a little above our atmosphere and came back.
Yeah, he didn't even go into outer space technically.
Then doesn't.
It's like he just like touched it with. Technically, he didn't even do that. He was inside the spaceship the whole time.
Yeah, but
He
what
looked at
if
the
he
swimming pool and
actually?
he went back.
But what if he actually went to another planet or something? But he's hiding from the people that he just revolved once or rotated
Because
the
we
Earth
saw
once
him
or
go
something.
and come.
Wait, everything was documented?
Yeah,
I think that's live.
it was live, bro.
What if it's a lie though? What if it's a lie? Just a facade.
Yeah,
And
you
he
are
just
like two dialogues away from telling moon landing didn't happen.
Yeah. No. What if he just went somewhere, like did some transaction with aliens or something, and then he just came back?
Oh, like a weed deal, but in the upper atmosphere.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, the commitment to like that weird, they're like, bro, I know a place we can meet there. It's about fucking atmosphere.
Thinking of the alien thing, right? I've been watching a lot of Kurtsgezagt videos.
What the fuck is
What?
If you've not heard of the channel, it's Kurtzgesagt is this. It's a German name, which is why it sounds a little weird, maybe.
Kurtsgezagt.
What? This is
Kurtzgesagt.
Arabic or something.
No, it's a German word. So they basically they make a lot of different informational videos, and they not. I don't know if you'd call them informational. As in, they are informational, but it doesn't feel like it's an educational channel, if that makes sense. It's just they tackle a lot of very interesting topics. But they do like a lot of research and stuff before it.
Oh,
And
it's
so
like
you
a
can see
summary
it's very
channel
well written out.
in a nutshell.
Yeah, but they do like a lot of research into it and they compress it in a
Right.
very easy to digest form, regardless of what topic they're talking about. And they have a few videos about one which is like uploading like human consciousness into the digital thing, the digital realm. And
the
then there's
singularity.
also the whole thing about different type civilizations. So there's like type 1, type 2. There's a name for
Right.
that. I think it's the Kardashev scale or something for measuring civilizations. And so just and they also have a few videos about alien life and stuff. And I just have been watching them, and it's very, very. It's like on one hand it's a little eerie, but at the same time it sort of is like, okay, they could actually be out there. There is a small possibility.
Yeah, imagine uploading your consciousness in a computer, and then it's like 2 KB file. It's like very small.
I don't think you're born yet.
It'll be very sad.
Dude, like the sperm itself has like a lot more data than that. I think it has like some 300 MB of data.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
so nice though. It's like a very good number. What kind of info do you think a
Bro,
sperm
listen
has?
to this. A sperm has 35.5 MB of DNA info. One ejaculation transfers 15,875 GB.
It just knows the interior design of the this thing, testicles.
Damn, dude. We should come up with a technology where we can convert like
I was
sperm
thinking the same
into
thing.
actual storage. Because, dude, one ejaculation is 15,875 GB. What was that? Like 15 terabytes?
But it's not storage, right? It's just data. So that's like you'd have to store it
Yeah.
in the sperm.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
like, but
suggesting.
if okay, no. So if there is data, that means it is stored in something. So if we're able to get that storage, delete the data, now just we have this empty storage, right? That we can use. This like
So you'd walk around with like a small vial everywhere. That's your USB. You're transferring 15 GB to a friend, so you give him the vial,
Yeah.
and it has
so
like a USB plug at the
instead
end.
of solid
It's just
state
your
drive,
cum.
it'll be like sperm state drive. State sperm drive.
Yeah.
LSD, liquid state drive.
Micro SD has a whole new meaning.
When we have conversation, we're talking through Wi-Fi.
No, we're not. What?
I'm connected to through LAN.
If if we're sharing knowledge, because that's how it travels. What my knowledge is transferred to yours. Like
No,
if I say
if you're standing in front of me, it is just because I'm listening to it from my ears. Nothing to do with Wi-Fi. You
that is
fucking
the
idiot.
modem. That is the router. That is
Yeah,
the
right now,
ear.
yeah, because you live in a different state. But if you're in front of me, there's no internet involved.
No, he's saying your mouth is the router, your ear is the receiver.
Oh.
Yes.
Why are you saying so much? Okay, I think we should. I think we should like start at some point.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
do the intro.
Yeah, you wanted to do it, so go on.
So, hello everyone, and welcome to the second episode of the Wrong Layer podcast, hosted by me, aka Manish, Manish Demon, the person with no gallbladder, and joining me are my co-host, the artist Spud,
What's up? What's up?
and Joash Britto,
Hello.
and both of them have one extra gallbladder.
We don't have extra gallbladder. We have gallbladder.
I was going
We
to say
have
they
normal
have.
number of gallbladders.
I was going to say you guys have a gallbladder more than me. So-
yeah.
There is a different. Okay, anyway, but I don't think
Yeah.
people have the context for it because you haven't told them that you had the surgery.
Which you just did. But okay, yeah. How was your surgery, Manish? What happened to your gallbladder?
It was good. I mean, it was no vacation, but the doctor was funny and he left me in stitches. I think I have made this joke.
And you have not gotten a single positive response. And yet you continue to make this
Yet
joke.
I try.
I mean, the effort is funny.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a little bit hectic the whole week. Then after surgery happened, I was in bed for a while. Then now I have this reaction to the anesthesia that I had, like a side effect, which made so many mouth ulcers, and it's difficult for me to speak. And because I love my listeners, so I am going through the pain and still talking.
But that is why we had to delay the episode, right?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know where the fuck gallbladder is. I thought it's somewhere near the throat because it sounds like that.
No, I thought it was
I know it's
down.
not. Yeah, it's like near your liver. I mean, like I
If
just
it's-
googled it.
If it's near throat, then it will be called Gall Bladder. So it would be.
Yeah, I think we need to find like a new host. Dude, it's fucking.
I think I know where the gallbladder is because I've like drawn
Dude, it looks
diagrams.
like a fucking pear.
It's
pear.
looks like a small
It's a pear.
like pouch. Is that it?
Yeah. It's right under your liver. Damn, dude, I see the stones. People, dude, there's fucking marbles. They're not stones.
Arey, when they removed it, I thought it'll be like tiny because in the report they
They look
wrote
like soya chunks.
2 to 3. Yeah, exactly. It does look like that. They
Fuck, I'm so creeped out.
it's just stones. If you just think about it, it's just stones. But then again, it's like a. So what happens is.
Why is it so
yeah.
smooth?
So weird. We'll put up a picture.
Wait,
We'll
which
ask
one
it.
are you looking
Guess
at?
the gallbladder.
Should I send you guys my stones?
Don't send us your stones, please. Don't do that.
No, like a photograph I'll send. I'm not
Wait,
gonna
how
send
many?
it.
send one.
How many stones did they remove?
There were so many, dude.
Did they
so
not
like-
tell you a number? Was it at least
See
100?
earlier when it was discovered, it was like 5'7" or something, and the length and the size was like 1 to 3 millimeters, some very small. But with time, it just like started increasing, and this time it was like small pebbles kind of, and
Was there at least more than 10?
they were like 20, dude.
Oh damn!
So the
Fucking
what
hell.
happens with what happens with
Did it
gallbladder
jingle
stone is,
when you walked around?
it doesn't work like that. I mean, imagine making like a shrek noise when you're walking.
Santa doesn't wear bells; he just has gallbladder stones.
So,
dude,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt, but I
Yeah.
was looking at the gallstones images page, and I came across a very unfortunate image which I did not want to see, but it's this story of this man in, I don't know, somewhere in India. I closed the
Is
page.
it 5,070 gallstones
Yes,
removed
that
from
one.
quota? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the surgery took 30 minutes, but counting it took 2 hours. It's like, and it looks so
Yeah,
gross,
who does
dude.
that,
Oh my
dude?
God.
Who are these doctors and nurses? Like, now that the surgery is done, let's get to the interesting part and count all the stones we removed. Oh,
I mean, I think they have to count, right? It's not like they have options.
my God. Like, I saw another picture where it's just like, I think it's an open gallbladder. It looks like pasta.
Mm.
Why are we doing this? I think we need to move on from this fucking topic.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
very gross.
I sent in the group.
Oh, okay. It
Yeah.
doesn't say when you send it like that, it doesn't look too bad. But
Yeah.
they just look like normal stones,
Mhm.
Yeah, I just need to clean it.
but it's just weird that they're inside you.
Yeah.
But how do they get there though?
No, the thing is, okay. So what happens is the bile fluid, right? That's going to help you digest your food is stored in the gallbladder. So whenever you eat food, the bile flows from there to the stomach. So if you don't eat anything, that bile sort of gets stuck there, like it doesn't flow to the stomach. So eventually that like it keeps gathering there, and eventually it starts forming like small lumps, and that just the sizes keeps increasing with time if you don't eat in time. That's why people ask you to have your lunch, breakfast, dinner in time. Otherwise, that's what happens. Like when I was in Dehradun, I think I spent like 2-3 years just not eating in time, just living a really unhealthy life. I would eat like once a day, and I think that
Oh, wow.
that was the reason.
What's wrong with you, dude?
I was too lazy. I was staying alone, and I would sleep a lot. So
Yeah, I get that.
Dude, all I would do whenever I think the activity I was most active about when I was staying alone was eating. I ate way too much.
yeah, that's the thing. Like I would not eat for really long, but when I eat, I would eat a lot, which is very unhealthy to do. So yeah, that's why the bile fluid, like it got accumulated there, and eventually it started forming into stones.
Damn, who knew our podcast was going to be like biologically informative and
Yeah.
disgusting at the same time? But sure.
I mean, I learned something that is we're already
yeah,
in a
eat your food
positive
on
here.
time, children.
Yeah. Yeah, whoever is staying alone out there, don't skip your meals.
I mean, if you're not alone, also don't skip your meals.
Yeah, but I
That
think
has
if you're not
nothing to do
alone,
with-
your parents will remind you.
Yeah,
right?
your parents
it's
will.
easier for
will
people
be
who are
there.
living alone.
If your parents are forcing you to eat like green things, then you should definitely eat that.
Yeah, eat the
Stop
green
being a
thing
little
or
shit and not eating
something.
greens.
Yeah.
Something
Stop
green
boil-
might come out of your gallbladder later if you don't eat it now.
Stop being so spoiled. Please eat your food in time. One more important thing about gallbladder is that they can't remove the stones and then keep your gallbladder intact. They have to remove the whole organ.
So, no, where is your bile juice being stored?
It now it directly flows to the stomach. Like there's
Is
like
that-
it's
isn't that
dripping now.
bad?
No, that's not bad. It will I guess it will affect my digestive system a little bit in the beginning, but
Is that what the doctor told you?
yeah. I mean, I also read a lot.
Because that kind
WebMD.
of sounds like when you fuck up and you're like, yeah, it still works, it's fine.
I research a lot, dude. You know, some animals don't even have gallbladders, so they just function
Yeah,
well.
but you're not an animal, no, you idiot.
I mean, I'm a social animal. The change is that it will affect your digestive system a little bit, like your fat intake and meat and all that. It will take time to digest those things. So either you have to eat like really cooked, well cooked meat and everything, or you just
chew
cut
your
out
food
a
properly.
little bit. Chew your food properly and all that, and you cut out your fat intake. Otherwise, there are high chances that you might also gain weight.
Oh, because it's not digesting it properly.
Yes, it's not digest. Yeah.
Oh my god, is that what's happening to me? Did I just not have a gallbladder and I didn't know about it?
No, you're just eating a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
probably
just-
true.
Now I have like 4 extra holes on my body. Not sexy ones. They did a pinhole surgery.
None of your holes are sexy ones, just in case you didn't know.
What's a penhole surgery?
Pinhole surgery is different from the open cut surgery. Open cut surgery is what happens is they just cut.
Open up your entire body.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Not
the
the
part.
entire body, yeah. The
Yeah.
part, they cut it, then they thrust their hand in, just pluck the gallbladder out. And the,
Nah.
But,
no,
uh,
not okay with that.
then the pinhole is like they will make 4 holes. One goes in your navel, and the other then the other 3 a little bit up. So from the navel they inject carbon dioxide, which will inflate your stomach, and now your stomach is a little bit, stomach is in body, not the stomach. So now your body is bigger, so there's enough room to see. So on one hole they will insert a camera, which will help the surgeon to navigate through all the internal organs. And on the other 2 they will have they will have 2 more equipment inserted, which will help in cutting and pulling out the gallbladder.
Wait, so do they pull out the gallbladder from one of the holes
Yes,
with the stones in it?
with the stones in it.
Wait, how big is this hole?
It's not big. It's very tiny. It's surprising.
Yeah,
So
like what? Is it less than a centimeter?
I guess it's very small, dude. It's not even like, it's just a hole. Just imagine a bullet hole, but like smaller.
Because like, I assumed like what you would put like some instrument inside, just cut the gallbladder and it would fall,
Huh.
and then you just poop it out.
Yeah, it's like that. You know how the water pitchkari,
Yeah.
So you pull water right inside the pipe. So
Yeah.
imagine you're pulling the gallbladder inside the pipe and taking out from the other end.
Oh, okay. So they don't just
Look
pull it
that
out like
small.
they don't just pull
No,
it out
no.
like a fork.
No. No,
A
they don't. They
fork,
don't.
come on, cannibalism.
I mean, and they're not just holding tweezers and getting it out.
Just like holding like a
Damn,
fork
dude.
and a spoon and a
Like
fork and a
listening
knife
to this,
with bread.
I mean, like I have no experience, but listening to this, the open thing sounds a little more practical. Where you can just see, cut it out, take it out, and then seal
Uh-huh.
it back. But
Yeah.
putting 4 holes and then I don't know, bro. I would not.
No, it's less intrusive, right?
Yeah, also it's like safer because you like the whole thing kind of heals quicker than the other one.
Yeah.
The other one takes a while. Also, like less chances to get your kidney taken out.
Yes.
Okay.
You never know.
But I saw this video of I saw this video on YouTube. It kept getting recommended to me. It's on like different robotics and stuff. But in that he also brings up these small robots for like which they would be using it for surgery. And what it looks like, it looks really cool, and it allows surgeons to get like a lot more mobility in there. Because right now the way you're doing it, it's like you have 2 tools and there are not a lot of joints, and so you're pretty much like trying to maneuver from outside, right? But how this new tool works is it goes like, it's like pretty small. It has the camera on it itself, and so it goes inside. It has like the light as well on the thing. It like a small head, and then its arms come out, and those arms are like, it has like 4 joints on the arm, similar to how like our arms are there, and at the end of them it has 2 different tools. And so how it works is the surgeon has to wear like a VR headset pretty much, which sends the feed to his camera, and then he wears like this other suit, or he puts his hand into this other
shit.
thing, like this other contraption, which pretty much allows him to control the arms inside the person. So it's like he's remotely connecting that robot and doing the surgery. And so because he's using the VR headset,
Wasn't this like an Indian surgeon?
no, I don't know where it is, but I just saw that the thing that they were using.
Well, I swear I remember reading about this Indian surgeon who did like a remote surgery using a robot, and it was done through internet, so he was in the same location.
I mean, that could be him directing it as well, right? Or was that him doing
No, he was like moving his hands in one place in like completely different state or country. I don't remember.
It could be a similar thing, yeah. But I thought that was really cool because it's like you're pretty much making yourself smaller and you can now do the surgery at a much larger scale. And so you can make a lot more finer decisions as well, a lot more precision, higher precision decisions than you would be able to do with like two tweezers from the outside.
All of this is so creepy, dude.
But that's scary, dude. Like, what if?
I think that's pretty cool. What? It's not a robot.
Cool. It's cool, yeah, but until you are on a bed with two huge needles pointing at you, I mean, you'd probably be unconscious. Hopefully, it becomes less cool very fast.
Yeah. Also, the doctor a surgeon who is wearing the VR. What if he hits something? Then the robot also injures another organ or something.
I mean, you could do that even as you're normally doing a surgery.
Yeah, but at that point you can be like,
you
okay,
still
the
have a
doctor's
control,
right
no?
here.
You're still conscious about your surroundings.
No, he's still in the same room. He's just not directly inside your stomach. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know,
It's very scary, yeah.
I mean, but then also there is the whole thing where they're going to be doing surgeries. Like robots would be doing your surgeries at a certain point, right? And like they'll become a lot better at it to where you won't even want to be doing you won't want a human to do it because the margin of error with a robot is way smaller and it can make a lot more precise changes without any human
all
error
it takes is one power cut and then you're fucked.
I'm pretty sure if it's a hospital they have a little more
Oh my god.
You live in India, what are you telling?
Yeah, I'm not talking about right now, right? It's not like the local hospital is going to get a surgery robot. I'm talking about on the top when you're doing a lot more higher.
Whenever people think about the future and stuff, they think very cyberpunky, about future societies and stuff. But whenever I think of like India's technological future, I see all these extremely high-end technological developments like robots, flying cars, whatever. But I still, for some reason, all the normal Indian problems still exist. Like we still have power cuts for some reason. We have flying cars, but suddenly the power's off and now everyone's stuck. I can still see like some random robot cow stopping flight traffic. Like, it makes no sense. But
I mean,
that
we
is
still have
constantly the image I have.
Power cuts, right? And that doesn't stop like a hospital from functioning when the power cut is there. It still they have a lot more.
Yeah, not
backup.
most hospitals.
The surgeon is connected to the robot. What if the Wi-Fi runs out or the Bluetooth or whatever?
No. But the one I'm talking about ideally is it's not the surgeon isn't connected to the robot. It's just the robot doing it, like using AI. So the way it was explained was like you judge how good a surgeon is based on like how many surgeries they've been doing, right? So like how active they are with the thing.
I think it's about how successful his surgeries are. You can do 100 surgeries and fail at all of them.
Yeah, because most surgeries are successful, right? Yeah, but if you're failing at 100 surgeries, you're not going to be allowed to keep your license. But my point is, like if you're getting your surgery done, and there are two doctors, one who's doing surgery, like who's been doing one surgery a week, and then another one who does like 3 surgeries a day. You'd obviously want your surgery done from someone who's doing 3 surgeries a day, right? Because they are a lot more experienced. But the point is like when you're getting it done by a robot who's doing like say thousands of surgeries in a day, because now you're not just talking about that one robot that's doing the surgery, but it can be all the robots that are doing like those model of robots which are doing surgeries anywhere in other hospitals around the world. As they do the surgery, they're uploading data back to the net, right? They're uploading it to their network where they're collecting more data. Similar to how like a Tesla car works, the Tesla auto driving thing, where after every drive, it sends the information back to the network. And so everyone's Tesla gets better because of that gradually, because they're collecting more info. So in the same thing where you're pretty much having a robot who's doing 1,000 surgeries a day in terms of experience, and so it just gets better and better. And so it would get to a point where you would want a robot to do a surgery compared to a human, just because the
Yeah,
chance of failure is much smaller.
That's like an interesting thing you said, where like every time a Tesla completes a drive, it's sending information, and that makes the other ones better. So Tesla should maybe Tesla's hiring a bunch of people with Tesla cars and asking them to drive as terribly as they can. Just go in the wrong lanes, bump into people, do every possible horrible thing you can, so that's still good data for the update for the other, right?
No, but it's not taking driver data, right? It's taking data when it's in the auto drive mode, in the self-driving
No, but
mode.
I'm pretty sure it takes data otherwise also. No, it should.
No, but the decisions it's going to take is going to be based on like when they're self-driving and if there are any
Because
problems
even when the human is driving, it is still all of its peripherals is still on, all the cameras are on, all the sensors are on, so it still knows what vehicles are around it, what speed it is going on. So that data is still being used. So if there's a person who's driving like an absolute dick, that data is still being used and telling the other Teslas that, see, there are people like this, so I have to adjust or whatever. So same thing with surgery robots. See, just don't be realistic about this, okay? I know you're thinking like, oh, this is not possible, guys. Okay.
Yeah, what do you say?
There must be surgery robots who are doing like really bad surgeries, cutting up people's kidneys. That's like, and then they're saying like, see, these other robots shouldn't do this.
There's a bunch of dead bodies piled up in a corner.
No, but I'm pretty sure it's very easy to like code that in from the start itself, right? You have certain things which the robot would not do.
And you never know, dude.
I like, see, if I'm thinking of just Indian context, we are not very keen on rules.
I think you're what do you say? You're underestimating the.
I'm not okay. Underestimating, I don't know if I would use that word, but based on my experience living in this country, dealing with the people and the services, it is, I think I have a very fair argument here.
But have you had like surgery before?
Yeah, I mean, does like, I had like broken bones. Fixing that doesn't.
Not stitches.
No,
like,
organ related surgery. No, I have not had. Bone related surgery.
I think because I had it, and the place I got it was my surgery from wasn't like a huge like a hospital. It was a very
but you're relatively privileged, no?
But I think just based on that, it might just like because it won't, what do you say, it won't get better everywhere at the same time, right? Similarly to when, like, say when X-ray machines became a thing, or let's say MRI machines maybe. Maybe there's better technology, but I'm not very familiar with it. But for me, MRI is sort of the most advanced thing I can think of.
MRI is the thing that like the tunnel thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah. So I was saying when the thing got introduced at first, it wasn't there everywhere, right? And so it got implemented first in like first world countries in the top hospitals, and then from there it went to most hospitals in first world countries. And then there's also now in top hospitals in India you have it, and now not small, like the small hospitals in India don't have them. But so if you want to get an MRI, you know that you have to either go to one of those clinics where they specifically have just MRIs to get the scan, or you have to go to a hospital which has it.
I just like not do it.
No, but I'm saying if you have like something which you need to get it done for, obviously not getting an MRI for fun, right?
I would.
I don't think they let you. You need to have like a prescription for it.
It gets so claustrophobic, dude. Like you get surrounded by this tunnel thingy.
No, I do, but doctors definitely do this, right? Like, what are intern doctors for? Nurses?
No, nurses are different. Yeah, just
No, it's interns, I think, right?
assistant doctor. No.
Okay. Intern doctor. I guarantee there are intern doctors just going inside the MRI, seeing what it feels like coming out for no reason. I guarantee this happening.
I mean, I think they know right after you do it once, because it's like, it's not really that crazy. Like, there's not a lot of experience there.
Wait, you had MRI? Is that what
No. My point. I was telling Manish ki that was sort of like the most for me in my head. That's a sign of like a very advanced. I know, an advanced machine in terms of medicine, right?
But the result, it is advanced. But the result, it's similar to X-ray.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's such a cool device, but what it does is kind of lame. Yeah. It's just taking like a very detailed picture of your body.
Yeah. No. It doesn't even it doesn't take a detailed picture. It's just
showing you the inside, right?
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Like the report is just like a X-ray kind of images.
Yeah. So it's just it's just like it's a
Yeah, it's
camera.
yeah.
But anyways, I think we should
Yeah.
actually talk about.
One more information I want to give is in government hospital when they're doing your surgery and all, and during the surgery, if the clock strikes like 1 or 2, they say they say lunchtime and they go, and then the patient and the patient wakes up mid surgery and then just dies of shock.
Yeah, but let's say it's 1 o'clock and you're doing surgery, and you happen to be treating around the patient's stomach. Do you just like drop some food in there?
I don't think you're allowed
Oh my
to
god.
No, like the patient isn't eating, right? Because obviously he's like unconscious. And if you're operating around his stomach,
eat. Huh.
can you just drop some food in there?
Oh, so you want
Yeah.
to feed the patient by dropping food in there?
That should
That's not how
should work, right?
No, you wouldn't. No, because you're not putting it in the stomach, right? You're just dropping it inside the body. It doesn't.
It will be in the empty cavity.
No, you drop, if you're working around the stomach, then you drop it in the stomach. Like make a tiny little slit and spread it.
No, but it needs the whole process to
No,
digest.
you put in something like Cerelac. I'm not telling put like a chicken
Wait.
lollipop there.
Chicken fry, you put it like dipped in sauce.
You put Cerelac, something that's mushy.
Just after you just bring a tiffin and you empty it in the stomach.
So how are you suggesting it though? Like cutting
Just
cutting a
make
little hole?
tiny. Yeah, if you're working, like let's say you're working around the same area, your surgery is actually near the stomach area, pancreas, liver, then yeah, just make a tiny little cut, put little Cerelac, shut
Drop
it
in there and staple it.
I think food is actually bad for when you're doing a surgery.
Yeah, I don't think they should have lunch.
I think they tell you to not eat food or something, right?
Yeah.
Like starve yourself for a few hours before surgery.
Yeah, they ask you to like poop out and everything.
I think I don't know why exactly. Yeah, because I think if you cut your body open while you still have food in it, you
some
either
shit
puke
comes
or there's
out,
some
huh?
kind of yeah.
No.
You have, like, some
They
you
give
have some weird reaction.
they give you anesthesia, right? So what happens is with anesthesia, your whole body kind of is
Oh
locked.
yeah, you
it
shit
still
yourself. So
functions,
that's what you're
right?
saying.
You don't do anything at all.
No,
like you
wait,
don't
your
shit.
body doesn't function when you're in
No.
anesthesia?
No. You like everything stops except for your brain.
I mean, no. Your heart
I
and your
do not
reflexes
believe
still
that.
function.
That is not possible.
Reflexes? I don't think reflexes function, dude. Because imagine someone is cutting you, you're gonna hit the doctor, you're gonna hit the surgeon. Then, if your reflexes work, just knock him out. now there you are both knocked out in the surgery room.
No. If you're when you're building a PC and you want to put like a water loop for liquid cooling, or
So
whatever, you test it out, no? Like you put little water and see if there's leakage or whatever.
but you shut down your PC, right? You don't add like you don't.
Yeah, you don't put the water when the PC is running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So I just looked up why you shouldn't eat a drink, and so it says before having general anesthetic, you will not be allowed to eat a drink. This is because when the anesthetic is used, your body's reflexes are temporarily stopped.
Yeah.
If your stomach has food and drink in it, there is a risk of vomiting or bringing up the food into your throat. If this happens, the food could get into your lungs and affect your breathing, as well as cause damage to your lungs. So yeah, there is risk of puking. That's why you don't eat.
Yeah.
And you basically choke on your puke, similar to.
Yeah,
like
that's
if
why you
would eat.
directly put it in the stomach. Then there's no throat.
No, it comes
puking
up.
involved at all.
It comes up. That's the risk. If there is food in your stomach, it can come up.
No matter what, it comes up only. Hey, that is dumb, dude. That is dumb.
Now a chicken lollipop will be stuck on your throat.
Because
Because you're lying down, right?
I remember
You're
I
not, like,
read
sitting
somewhere that even if you're upside down and you drink or eat, your food will still go like normally.
Yeah, because of your muscles. That's why
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
having
Oh,
you're on
it's not
anesthesia,
working.
your muscles don't work
Ah.
anymore. So it just like opens up all the floodgates.
Wait, so we do anesthesia so that we don't feel the pain, or to
Your body
shut the
relaxes.
body
Your
down?
body is relaxed. Your body is like paralyzed technically.
Okay, so then you should just do like the anesthesia where they just shut off the pain receptors in the brain for until
Something
the
like
surgery.
that, right? Something
Instead
like
of
that.
Just
shutting
knock
down the
them in the
entire
head.
body.
Should
No. You just shouldn't be able to feel like get them really drunk or something,
That's
or like give them cocaine. You shouldn't. You just shouldn't
that's
feel
what-
pain, but your body's still functioning.
How does cocaine help?
I think that's what used to happen earlier in the earlier medicine, no?
Yeah,
they will
just to
hit
give
you
a
with a
little bit of
hammer.
cocaine, yeah.
they will give you
No, no.
some cocaine or
They won't
something to
ha-
just knock
they
you
don't
out.
hammer
I
you.
cannot verify.
No.
They don't
the
hammer
cocaine thing
you.
is real.
They don't
Cocaine
have
thing
hammer?
is real. Cocaine thing is real. No, they never used to hammer your fucking patients. That is insane.
They give you alcohol. Something happens like that. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, they used to use cocaine and alcohol as anesthesia. I know that. I know. Even as a cure for cold and all, they used to give rum and shit.
Yeah, they let you snort before a
No,
surgery.
that is not. No. that
Oh
is
yeah,
not
so if
what
you're
they do.
having a local anesthetic, you should be allowed to eat and drink as normal. But it's not the case if you're having a procedure that involves your digestive system or bladder. That's
So
all.
like for some dentistry thing, you can eat whatever you want, pretty much.
Yeah, so that's what you're saying, right? Local anesthesia. That's what it does.
No, so I was saying like you should like in anesthesia, body is completely relaxed and not everything is like functioning properly, right? Like your muscles and stuff, you're paralyzed. Instead, everything should function, but just the receptors that feel pain should be turned off. So everything functions, but you
Yeah.
just can't feel the pain.
But why do you want the patient moving around?
No, you won't move because you're chill. You're not feeling anything, so it's fine. So now when you put food into your stomach halfway through,
No, but I'm pretty sure if you can see what's happening, you're going to freak out.
yeah, use your phone, watch something. So now your body is functioning. You don't feel pain.
They do have that for like brain surgery and stuff, right?
See, I think if even if you turn off the pain, this thing, what you will feel things, right? You will be like nervous, those kind of feelings, like scared, not like body mein dard ho raha.
That you just work on your confidence. I don't know.
There are people who are very scared, so you want them to sleep while you're performing surgery on them.
Yeah, we are saying that because this isn't the thing, right? But if it were, then maybe people would be a lot more chill about operations. So now that you can't feel pain and the surgery is going on and all your muscles were, now you can put food in your stomach and it should work fine.
No, but how is that different from local anesthesia?
That stomach part is still not working. No.
No, it works. That's what I just said. If you're taking
okay,
local
then-
anesthesia, you're allowed to eat and drink. As long as it's not your digestive system, because then it's right
Yeah,
there.
but then you're eating like through your mouth and shit. I'm telling you, have to drop the food into the stomach.
I don't think that works either way because you need your saliva and shit to digest your food.
No, that's why you put food like Cerelac, bro, which is like, it's pretty much pre-digested at this point.
The local anesthesia, I think they use it for like stitches and all, right? Like smaller.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
it's
like
smaller things, they don't just
mostly dentists use
put you
it.
to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But anyways,
Nice tangent we took.
okay. So, Joash, how was your week?
I guess the last 2 weeks they were pretty good. I got like a little break, a little hiatus, which I haven't had in a long while.
Oh yeah, you went
we
out, right?
Yeah. I went out for like a weekend, like a small extended weekend, pretty much. And I haven't left the house in so long. At least not, and not for trips especially, because I think the last time I traveled long distance was a few months ago. But yeah, other than that, I'm usually cooped up at home, so this was nice. It still felt a little weird because I couldn't draw anything, and I tried to take my sketchbook.
Yeah, I saw.
And I was talking about, but I happened to just take the worst possible pouch that I could with all my tools. And so it had all the shitty stuff instead of taking the pouch, which actually has all my good stuff. And so I was just working with all the worst tools, and it was not fun at all. But other than that, I did appreciate the break. And yeah, I worked on this Spider-Man piece, which you guys saw.
Mm-hmm.
And it did not do as good as I hoped it would. Which at this point is just me being greedy. But
I liked it though. It was really good though.
And I like the
acting
piece a
in
lot as well. That's the thing. I don't think I should have put grain on it in the end because it's.
But
sort
I
of
think
looks a
that
little
is
weird.
like general artist Instagram reaction, right? Like the piece that you like the most almost never does well.
Yeah.
No, because it was Spider-Man fan art. But I feel like it got received more as just like a normal, really good piece than a fan art
Yeah.
piece. But I guess it's because it's the new
I
design.
think it's because it's not very recognizable design.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
True,
So I think that may be why it didn't go as big as I thought it would. But it did do very well for a normal post, and Saint Chase commented on it as well, which is very
Nice. So wait, where did you go though?
cool. For the first, I like we went. What is the first place we went to? I think it was Kalur. Or
Yeah,
one of those
you went to
places where they
multiple
have like
places?
no, and yeah. So I went for like a few days. I'm trying to find the name of the place, but I don't remember it.
It is
But
a
it's
South
pretty
Indian
much-
place with palm trees. Is that it?
No, it's
With
like a
coconut trees.
Isn't
backwater.
that the whole of South India?
Right, not even a back. It's like a small river or something. But point is, it's like this place where they have a houseboat, and so we went there with another family and my family, and so we went there for like a day, and then we came back, and then the day after we left for my grandparents' place, which is in Tamil Nadu. So that was nice.
When you
That
say
was like a
another,
few more days.
when you say another family, is it like a spouse family or like
What
a
does that mean?
A full
Dude, he's
family.
19.
There were
What
2 parents
spouse
and 2
family you're
kids.
telling?
you never know. It's like visiting.
What's a spouse family?
spouse family? Is
It's like your stepwife.
No. Wait.
What?
No. Spouse family, as in like लड़की वाले को देखने गए, something like that.
Oh, like that?
What?
No.
Who says it like that?
I'm 19, Manish. I don't think they're showing me any women now.
In general.
Pimping him out.
Manish is just projecting because that's what he's been going through.
Yeah. I
But,
have to escape home.
So I will not ask for Manish's weekly update because it has
Yeah.
been an hour-long update.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty much his weekly update, no?
Yeah. How was your week?
It was how do I put it? It was up and down. I finally upgraded my computer. I used to use a laptop for the last 6
Let's
years.
go.
Let's
And now I
go.
have a PC. I'm in the PC master race,
Nice.
and
yeah.
it's
A good
great.
PC too.
Yeah, it's a really good PC. It's very specced out. I have everything, and now my bank account is not looking too good at all, and that does make me very sad. But I'm happy. I'm very happy. It's still, I haven't fully unlocked the potential of my PC. I've taken a little bit of a break from social media as well. I've just been like chilling for a little bit. But I should get back soon. My Instagram is dying again. But other than that, it has been pretty exciting week for me.
Getting new PC, I can always like vouch for because it also makes you super happy. I remember every time I get like new components for my PC, I get like super excited.
Yeah, but now the thing is, like, once I went on that shopping spree, bought the PC, everything, now constantly I'm like, oh, what can I add more, so it looks a little cooler? Should I add
yes.
these LED light strips? Should I add, get like some webcam, this, that? I have a keyboard and mouse set. I'm like, maybe I should upgrade because my computer is upgraded. None of these things are necessary, but it's that mindset that you immediately go into, and it takes a while for it
Dude,
to
I'm
come
not
back
even
like-
kidding. I just realized, like, I have my PC in front of me, right? And so it has like a bunch of lights on the front, and it has like a few lights on it that came with it. I didn't put anything additionally, but I realized that I have them all turned off, and I've had it like that for a while now. I think I just got sick of it, and so I went into the settings and I just turned off the fan. I have the GPU light on, so I know when the PC is on, because otherwise I can't really tell. But other than that, it's like
Can't you just
everything
see
is
the
off
fans
right now.
turn on? Like,
It is, but it's like it's under the thing, right? And I have like a big cooler on it, so it's like it's easier to just see the light on the side. But other than that, it's all off, so it's pretty much like a stealth build almost. If I just turn off the light.
yeah, I had specifically told the dude, like, bro, I don't want RGB, and I slightly regret it. I wish I had a little bit of RGB, so I think it would look good with my aesthetic, but it's a little too late now.
You can still put, right? It's not
Yeah.
that hard. You just have to change like fans. That's it.
Yeah. Right now I can't afford anything. I'll have to sell these fans for the exact price of the new fans that I will be buying, or more.
But
Yeah, it's not
RGB
worth it.
RGB makes your PC a lot more cooler though. It's like
Yeah. I
It's very
thought it was cringe to have RGB, and now that I have no RGB, I'm like, I don't know. Probably RGB would have been better.
It looks good especially if you're going to be recording or like putting it on video.
Yeah,
Because you
that's
can like color code it and you can make your whole setup like a certain color. But the thing is, my room right now, it doesn't have any lights or anything whatsoever. So maybe once I get like the room set up and then I add I was thinking of adding RGB strips behind the table and stuff like that.
Yeah, me too.
So once I do that, I could sync it with the PC and then it'll look cooler. So but
Well,
right now, it's just off.
my setup does have a color theme. Like, things are of the similar colors, so that RGB would actually make it'll elevate it. But it's a little too late. Need to make some money before I reconsider these things.
Dude, I felt the same way when I got my PC as well because I saved up for almost a year of just working and not using my money at all. And then when I had to finally get it, I transferred the money to my dad's bank account, and then because he was spending it on like different places, right? And so I just
Right.
thought it'll be safer to put it there.
Right.
And so I transferred it, and so when I had to put the X amount of money, it was very painful.
Yeah, right now, what is more painful to me is my iPad costs pretty much like 50% of my PC.
Dude, yeah, dude. See that when I bring the piece like that price into perspective is only when you realize how expensive the iPad is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like-
I'd still
like,
think
on its own, it's a really good
absolutely
thing.
worth it, but
Yeah, for sure, for
once it's
sure.
relative, it's like, bro, why did I pay so much
Exactly.
for this? This is
It's like
dumb.
this iPad is the same cost as my entire.
I cannot believe I paid like 50K for this iPad. It makes no sense when you like compare.
Which one
it.
do you use though? The 12-inch one or the larger one?
No, I have the iPad Air, which is like 11 inches, I think, which
Okay.
is my recommendation for most people.
Oh, I was
But-
planning to get one. Well, not planning to. When I went on this trip, right, I had multiple to buy an iPad just because I was sort of I was really missing digital art, and
Yeah.
I really felt the lack of digital art when I went on this trip.
That's the thing, dude. That I think that's where the price is sort of justified. Is that the level of convenience the iPad gives you? It is insane. Like
Yeah,
it
for
beats
sure.
even a laptop when it comes to it. Because if you have a laptop, you still have to set up your graphic tablet. You
Yep.
need to be, you have to set it up. It needs to be a setup when you're traveling. But iPad, you can sit wherever you want. It's pretty much a notebook at that point, but an insanely
exactly.
expensive, very good notebook. But I mean,
With the pen additionally. You have
yeah.
to also pay for that.
Oh fuck, that pen is also expensive.
How much was the pen? Is it like 10?
The Gen 1 is 8K, the Gen 2 is 11K, yeah.
The Gen 2 is better. Like, is it
I
justified?
mean, the Gen 2 is
3K?
only it's compatible with the newer iPad, so it charges
Oh.
wirelessly and it has like that extra button on it. So, I mean, the performance, I think it's the same. It's just that those extra couple of features, I guess, justifies it. But
For iPad, is there any other softwares other than drawing softwares other than Procreate?
yeah, like you get like a full proper PC level Clip Studio software on iPad.
Okay.
The Photoshop sucks, and then there is another called Art Studio Pro, which is basically a Photoshop replacement. Like the layout and everything is the same. But I don't think anybody uses any other software than Procreate.
Yeah, because
There were a
that's-
few more artists I think I saw who, I mean, they were promoting like another, well, not promoting it, but they were just talking about another software for iPad. But I think in general, if someone is using an iPad to draw, you
Yeah.
can almost assume with
It's
Procreate,
Procreate.
and you'd be right like 90% of the time.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like there's no subscription, right? It's one-time pay.
Wait, for Procreate, it's one-time pay?
Yeah, it's like $1,000. You pay that, and you get lifetime of updates, which is insane.
Unlike,
and the thing
unlike some other drawing
Yeah.
companies,
Fucking
which we are not going to mention.
And the problem is,
I think
this is
it's
where like it does Apple things where you can use Photoshop brushes on Procreate, you can use Clip Studio brushes on Procreate, you can use nothing else is compatible on the other side. You can't take anything from Procreate and put it on any other software. No, and Procreate has really
These
good
shits.
brushes. I really wish I could use them on Photoshop or Clip Studio. Can't.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
know.
insane. So there's this one particular. This is the only brush that I really wish I could use elsewhere. It's a lightsaber brush. Okay, so you get like neon light effect. You don't have to like do anything. It's a
Nice.
brush. All the settings are set in it. You cannot recreate that brush anywhere else. You just have to draw it and then add like stroke effects and other things if you're using any other software. I have been searching for this brush on other softwares. I cannot find it anywhere. There are like these other issues that you don't realize that it exists, which is, as artists, we have always been taught or we have seen people that you should draw with your arm, with your entire arm and not with your wrist. More often than not. That's a good habit, good ergonomics. The iPad just ignores that rule completely and is drawing with like your wrist the whole time. And now that I bought this extremely expensive PC and I have to use like my graphic tablet to draw, I can't draw for shit. I've been struggling so much.
But I think I draw with my I think I've been drawing with my arm as well because it's not big enough to draw with my shoulder. I mean, no.
Yeah, like
pardon,
you're still
I meant
using
to say
like
the other
your
way around.
elbow
No,
below, right? You're still using like
No, I
from
think
your
I'm no.
elbow
I
onwards,
think
right?
I'm using my wrist still.
Mm,
Like I'm
so
using a
not-
little bit of my shoulder with my wrist, but it's not like as stiff. Like usually you'd ideally want very little movement at the wrist, right? I don't think I'm
Yeah,
there yet.
yeah. So
I think
so-
mostly because it's very small and also the hand-eye coordination required doesn't allow me to make large gestures like that.
Yeah, so
and have it
right
be
now, like
accurate.
I'm trying to figure ways out looking for softwares which make my iPad a drawing tablet for the PC, which is like such an unnecessary thing that I'm trying to do because I really don't want to lose that convenience of looking at the screen and drawing because it is so much more better. But I just like right now I'm doing like very basic stuff. I'm doing gesture drawings, drawing circles and lines on the canvas to get used to my graphic tablet again. It's getting there. Hopefully,
Yeah, it is tough.
I get back to it, but it is very difficult.
I wonder if it's hard to transition the other way because
It is absolutely not. It is absolutely not. It is so easy to go to drawing on a monitor because because you're at that point it's like drawing on a sketchbook which you originally started doing with.
See, that's the thing.
And
I
that
thought it
comes
would be
back
like
so
that,
easily.
but then when I did traditional, right, I found it harder to draw for some reason. It felt
It is.
probably yeah. So I was like, it's that because of the undo, or is it just because I've been
It's the
I've been
undo.
doing it like like I have this position that I sit in right while I draw where I'm looking straight and then my hand is moving and I don't have to look down at what I'm drawing. And so it's like I'm also used to the perspective where it's not at an angle now because it's straight up in front of my face.
Right.
But now that I'm looking down at it, and it's like on a paper, it's at this weird angle that I find very weird to draw in. And so I was trying to sit and draw, and I found it so
Yeah.
weird to find a position where I felt comfortable drawing. Because
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now
like,
it's just hand straight. And
Graphic tablets, like digital art, is still no matter what a lot more convenient than traditional, right? Because of all the other things that you can do. Switching from a graphic tablet to a drawing monitor or an iPad, it is ridiculously easy, and which is the most annoying. It is addictive, which is the problem. I think it should be a little difficult, dude, because the curve is so simple. You almost never want to come back to drawing on a graphic tablet. Like
I think the
it
best
would
thing
be
is to do both.
yeah,
like,
constantly. Yes, that is the right way to
Derek
do it.
Dominic does that, right?
Yeah.
He does the iPad
Triple
and
D.
drawing tablet.
But speaking of which, this episode's. Do we say this episode this week? It's been several weeks. Who cares? So I'd like to shout out to our unpaid producer Art Thambi. Shout out to Art Thambi. Bhaskar is a really cool artist and a rapper, and I think he's a voice actor too.
Yeah, he's the voice actor.
And a general person.
Sure. Check out Art Thambi's Instagram. Check out he has a YouTube channel of some sort and his Discord where we hang out most of the time. All the links below. Shout out to Art Thambi. He helps us with a lot of ideas for the podcast as well.
Yes.
So-
And he tells us when we're probably crossing lines,
Yes.
which does happen quite often. You'd be surprised.
He mutes me whenever I say something horrible,
Yes.
so that I keep in line and not say things that shouldn't be said in the podcast.
Yet Manish has learned nothing from his experience.
The reason we haven't got cancelled in episode 1 is because of Bhaskar's guy.
Pretty
Because
much.
of Bhaskar.
Yeah,
Everything
I would
has
say
been
that.
because of Bhaskar. Every good thing in life.
Yeah, no, I
In
wouldn't give him that much credit, but do check him out. He has
Yes.
very cool stuff.
Yes.
So interestingly, we finally put out a story on our Instagram asking for people's opinion and suggestions from our previous episodes, and I didn't expect any replies, to be honest. I thought like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, all of y'all have come through with a lot of responses, and I thought it'd be fun for us to go through some of them, which are a little bit relevant, and
Let's go. Yeah.
talk. Okay, so Buster124K says, "Is it a good option to pursue bachelor's education abroad and do art as side work?" This is a very interesting question because it's pertaining to our previous episode where we spoke about education in India when it comes to art and stuff. So,
Yeah.
what do you guys think? Since all of us have studied abroad, no, we have not. None of us are.
It's
We
very
have
fun.
not-
You
we
see,
have-
America out there is like really nice place.
Well, you're the first guy who I ever know who does an American accent, but it's like Texan or like South America. Is South
it's
United States accent? Because everyone does
Southern
like a
accent.
Californian accent.
Yeah.
Almost everyone. That's like their go-to.
Right there,
Californian.
we like Jesus in our place, and we try to get a lot of education, less murder, and a lot of nice food, like burger. Okay, fine, it sucks.
Yeah, I'm just letting him run with it and
He's
see how
like,
far it
like
takes.
2 minutes away from saying horrible racist things.
Yeah.
But is it a good option to pursue bachelor's education abroad? See, if you
I
can
think you can
afford
split
it,
that question
go
in
for
four
it.
things. No, that's a two-thing question. I think one is the way I found Reddit was one is should you do bachelor's education in another country, and then other one was doing art on the side. So I'm assuming he means like because when
He's
you move
studying
to another
something
country, you
else,
need to
but he's
sustain
doing
yourself, right?
art as job, is what I thought.
Yeah, so like because when you're studying, especially when you're studying abroad and you're trying to pay for things, you need a job to sort of sustain yourself over there, right? Your parents can't keep sending you money.
Yeah.
And so I think he's asking is like should you do art as a job while doing
So in my opinion, like I have a lot of friends who are studying outside, and some of them are artists too. And no, I would not recommend doing art as a side work because it's very hard to start off with that unless like I don't know, you're sitting on the street and selling stuff, which I don't even know if that does well, but usually the best way to get some money is to do like other menial jobs like work at a McDonald's or like a or a lot of universities have in staff jobs where you're like assistants to teachers and stuff, and those are like actual paid jobs which you can apply for. So if you don't want to work at like a McDonald's or something on the side.
they have administrative
Yeah.
jobs for you.
Administrative jobs, yeah, that's the word. So
I remember once I saw a YouTube video, and this person he was talking about having a side job and learning art on the side. But so what she was recommending was if you're doing art at home or like as an education, like the main thing your main thing is art, and you have a side job, then don't work as an artist. Work as like how you're saying, okay, other like in a cafe or wherever
Yeah.
you feel like, because you don't want to constantly think about art, right? At some point you also want like a side life, you're doing something else, because you're going outside doing art, coming back home you're doing art. It's like it's too much. It's a lot of art.
That
to
was
take
going to
in.
be my point exactly, where
Yeah.
you only have like a certain amount of bandwidth when it comes to art.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're going to be spending a lot of it on your education if you're studying art, and that's going to be especially if you're going to like a good art school, because you don't want to spend a lot of money and then go to a shitty art school, right? You want to go to a place
Yeah.
where they genuinely
Yeah.
push you to be better. But if you're doing a course like that, it's going to take a lot of art bandwidth. And then after that, if you try to go home and now you have to draw for other people and do commissions, it's not going to end well.
Yeah.
You're going to get
need-
burnt out very easily.
You need time to learn. Like you need time to learn other things also. It's very essential.
I'm saying I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just that you have to be like a certain kind
Yeah.
of person to be able to handle that bandwidth, as Josh was telling.
I think the ideal thing to do would be again get a side job which is not related to art. So you sort of have a mental rest now. Even if you're working at something, especially if it's a student job, and most of the time it's not going to be super intensive. But you want something that does not include art at all, so your mind gets to rest, and you sort of that becomes your rest for the day. But also you need the money, so you're working, and then you can also do art on the side for as a hobby, so that any additional art you are doing is only stuff that you enjoy. You don't want to do art that you have to do, which is studying, and then also more art that you have to do, which is work. You want to sort of balance it out so that you're still able to draw for yourself.
And like from what I know, if you are somehow you found a gig to do art on the side, it's not going to pay you as well hourly or weekly or any way which you probably can make from doing anything else. because it's
Oh,
like
yeah, it's very
constant wage, right?
inconsistent.
So if you're getting an art job, it has to be like a job where you get paid on a consistent basis, which is probably pretty much impossible. So anything else is somewhere where you'll get like, weekly wages where
Yeah,
you're
unless
getting
it's
paid.
like a passive income which you're getting through art, like you're
Yeah.
putting out prints and people are really buying it because you have a huge
Then
social media following. That's one thing, but doing commissions is not a great idea.
yeah. So I hope Buster 1 to 4K.
Oh, but did we answer the should you do art school abroad?
Yeah,
It is though. It is
I think it's pretty
definitely. I
simple.
would
If you can
definitely
afford
recommend.
it, do it.
Do it, yeah.
That's
But
pretty
no,
much it.
I think you have it as if you can afford a good one because you don't want to afford like save up for a shitty art college. Because
in my-
from what I've heard, art colleges over there are quite expensive in general. But you don't want to confuse a place like Art Center, say for example, which is really high quality but also expensive,
Yeah.
with maybe a local art college which will still be pretty expensive, but it won't have nearly as much.
Yeah,
of the
but I'm
value.
comparing
And
it
you end up
to
wasting
your
money.
options in India, and no offense, in that comparison, the avenues that an abroad art college will open up is way more than
Yeah.
anything you
But
get
I'm saying,
here.
yeah, isn't it like, I would say cost wise, a good art school in India is a lot more valuable than a shitty art college
It's
in
like,
the US.
yeah, if you're
'cause
looking
paying
for it as like
right?
value for money, but there are other added bonuses to studying outside as well, right? Like, the exposure that you get, the different kind of people you meet, the system, it is
Yeah.
very different, right?
Yeah,
Plus,
that's fair.
you are, if you're outside, you're probably going to do a side job as well, which comes with its own pros and cons. None of which you will be doing in India, most probably.
That is
Yeah.
true.
So I still personally think it is better. Like it will definitely be more expensive than anything in India, but the value is sort of justified for the most part.
But yeah, ideally, I guess you just want to do some research and make sure you're getting the
Yeah.
best of your money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like like if you can't afford it, don't push for it. Like it's not make or break kind of a thing, right?
I was
Like, you
telling so
don't-
many people this, I think, over the last week because they were asking me about it. And it was like, if you can afford it, go for it. But if you can't, then don't break your head over it.
Yeah.
It's more of art school is art school is more of a privilege and less of a necessity to become a professional
Yeah,
artist.
I agree. Yeah, that's a well
True,
put way. Yeah,
That's
for
yeah.
sure.
That should be like a tagline.
Yeah, I'm
In our
not sure a
YouTube
lot of
idea.
colleges
Put that
will be
on a
okay with
t-shirt.
that.
It should be a t-shirt, yeah.
Okay, so Artambi asks, what is your
Hey,
ideal...
Artambi again.
Oh, God.
Hello.
He's
Sorry,
not
just-
on the call, you idiot.
Sorry, just got excited
Hello.
to answer.
He's like the guy who claps when the plane lands.
Oh, I did when I was a kid. Damn. And every time the helicopter flies over my head, I'm like, oh, they. But anyway,
Oh.
yeah. What was Artambi
What
asking?
is your ideal freelance client / project?
The one that puts food on my table other than exposure.
What I want to do is do album arts in my style. And that's that. I think if I get constant album arts from now on and no other type of artwork, I'm set. I think I'd be very happy with that.
My ideal freelance project will be a comic book. And maybe like book covers, smaller things like book covers or other concept art kind of thing. Those are my area of expertise. Comic book I like because it's like a long-term project, and sometimes when you don't have anything, it can last for a month or two.
That's so much work, dude. That is the
It
that
is
the
it is
reason
so
that I
much
didn't
work.
Take up
It is so
comics.
much work, but there are clients who are willing to pay a lot, so you have to like be
No,
very
see,
very
that's-
careful about.
No,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like in this scenario, you're getting paid very well, no matter
Yeah,
what. You
it
pick.
is. Yeah.
So, still, would
See,
you
if
still
it's-
pick comics?
Yeah, I mean, if it's an interesting project, I would definitely do it. I once also it depends. Some comic freelance projects are like they would just ask you to pencil or they would just ask you to ink or they would just ask you to color.
Yeah.
So if you get like coloring project, and then
I'd
it's so
be-
much fun because
Actually, yeah. I would also pick coloring stuff. Yeah.
because everyone has done the artwork. Now you just have to color it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a huge responsibility to not fuck it up, but
Yeah, but like, you can get away with stuff. when
Yeah.
you're coloring it.
also the price is pretty good in comic freelance works.
No, but I think it's proportional, right? So I guess when he's saying it's a comic gig, it's also like he's
Yeah.
getting paid really well for a year because that's how long the project would be.
Yeah, it'll take a while. Yeah.
The reason, like, I've done comics for a while now, almost a year, and it is so much work, dude. But
It
I
is.
feel that maybe because I'm doing all of it, I'm doing the line work, coloring,
Hmm.
a storyboard, all of it. But it's that really, like, I really don't like making comics right now because I'm
I mean,
like,
maybe
so
Manish just
done
likes
with
doing
it.
it, who knows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
My ideal job, I was thinking, would be probably like an illustration series or like a bunch of like character illustrations, ideally. And so it would be like a bunch of different illustrations, which maybe are sort of correlated to each other. But I guess it just comes down to like the creative freedom. But I feel like I'd want to do like a nice illustration series and see it all come together in a similar style, similar aesthetic, and maybe even like an NSFW one. Hit me up, people. But yeah, because I've never done like an NSFW like commission, so I wonder how it would be.
So, anyways, next thing was SR3 SHT Shresht asks freelance and industry at present, which I think a better way to put it is that what is the situation of doing freelance, I think, during the pandemic, and how different is it? And to provide my unique perspective of being the only person who is doing freelance, it started off really good. Like, I got a lot of projects in the beginning of pandemic, which I was very surprised by because I thought I was gonna go like dead broke. But I got a lot of commissions, and then it has died out, and now it's picking up a little bit because like people are, I don't know, I guess looking for more art now suddenly. But it's okay now. It's not as good as it was before because like the connection opportunities are a little less because all the connection is through the internet now. There's no actual going around and stuff, so that really hits. But other than that, it could be better, I would say. What about you guys? Have you guys seen any difference at all?
I think, well, this is not really freelance thing, but
Yeah.
just in terms of art thing, the art industry in India at least, from what I've seen, like there are a lot fewer jobs in terms of the last. At least that's the last time I was looking. I haven't been looking in a while, but I was looking for a job during the pandemic, and for some reason, for a certain amount of time, every single art job got like taken down. Like 90% of art jobs on LinkedIn and ArtStation and stuff just disappeared. And so there were like very few gigs. And the only companies that were still hiring were like really large companies like Rockstar and stuff, which is very weird. And I think it was just like my unfortunate timing. So I had to get a job which was non-art. I don't know if that was a bad thing. I feel like it did help in some way, but it is what it is. But I don't know if it's improved now. I haven't looked. Hopefully it has. But
It
now
has.
I think the one thing that came out of the pandemic, and hopefully this continues to stay, is that remote jobs were introduced to a lot of people and companies. And so now people are more open to getting someone working for them who isn't living in the same city or same country even. So in that sense, you've now sort of opened yourself up to the rest of the world, where if you're a freelance artist or if you're an artist who's looking for a job, you can look for clients or studios who are hiring remote jobs in different countries, especially like from being in a third world country where the pay is already quite low for an art job.
Yeah.
Like it's if you were to look at like proportionally how much they pay, even compared to other jobs, it's quite low over here. So I guess that's like a good positive, I think, and I just hope it pans out practically. But yeah.
What about you, Manish?
I don't know. It's pretty much what Joash said, but keep an eye out for a lot of work from home situations. I think a few days back, not days, like months back, I saw these openings in Netflix, and they were hiring like anime artists and like other concept artists and all that, and they were giving them work from home opportunities. And also in ArtStation, if you go, there are so many, like whatever you require, like gaming industry, animation industry, animation production house, gaming production house. So you can go there, check it out, which of the companies give work from home opportunities.
Another thing what I've noticed, like I've been also like trying to look for non-freelance jobs because like I want to, I guess,
Mhm.
make money and try out what it's like to
And-
get paid monthly.
And not die.
Yeah, and from what I've noticed, a lot of companies are offering on-contract jobs. So it's freelance projects only, but it's like a long-term project. So you'll be working for their 2-3 months, which is pretty good because there's no like full-on commitment where it's like a full-time job. You can still work at your own pace, but it's like on contract. And these have opened up quite a bit recently. I've hit up like a bunch of companies, and yeah, it's some stuff is under the works. So if you are looking for something like that, that's still open. But other like
Yeah.
full-time jobs for artists also I've seen like pop up quite a few on LinkedIn and stuff. So yeah, it's getting better now.
Yeah.
Okay, so and this is the final question, which is how to charge friends when you're a freelancer, how to get payments from clients, from obscured artist. Yeah, it's the same thing.
One answer, ask them.
Yeah, just okay. See, I'll make this as short as possible. Don't do stuff for free. Ask people for their budget. If it's way too low, either don't do it or ask someone else to do it. And if it's too high, then there's no such thing as too high. Just take the job.
Yeah.
Don't
Just-
do
just
stuff
ask.
for free. That is all.
Just
My
don't
God.
don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, just because your friend doesn't mean he shouldn't pay. If anything, he has to pay more. I don't believe in friends and family discount. I believe in friends and family tax. Because they are your loved ones, they have to pay you more.
Yeah.
You should expect more.
Also one more like there comes a situation, right, when a friend who is asking for something, like let's say a free this thing commission, and if like before he has done something nice for you as well, like something that might have cost you money. So
Oh, so you'll sort of
in
like
that
owe them
kind of-
one.
I would not do
yeah,
that. I do not.
in that kind of
yeah.
situation, won't you be like,
I don't know. No
hey, you
chance.
help
No
me, man,
chance.
this time.
I am
Why do
not
it?
doing free work no matter what.
But
I guess
he
it
helped
depends
you, no?
on what it is. So, for
Yeah,
example,
if you
it
like
is
saved
something-
my life, then maybe.
No. I think if it was something that was business related, that they've also done. For example,
Yeah.
if
Yeah, if it's an exchange
someone
of
made,
services, fine.
yeah, exactly. If they've just done
Okay.
like if they've given you a favor, like they give you a treat or something, then you don't
No,
pay
no,
them
no,
back.
like
in-
that.
No. Let's say like my friend was a carpenter and he built like
Ha,
an
he
entire
builds
table
you
for
a-
me for like either no
Now you
cost
draw
or
his-
free. Then yeah, I'll do a commission for him.
Yeah, something
Yeah, and he wants
around
like
that.
a logo for his company or for
Yeah,
his
but
carpenter
I
company.
don't think that guy would do it for free. Like if I had a carpenter friend, that guy
But he
for
is
sure
he's
take money
like
from me.
let's say he's like starting off his business and he wants to get something done so that he can publicly tell that, hey, I do this kind of things and all. So the first work he does that for you because let's say you're a friend and he's like, तेरे लिए मैं कर दूंगा इतना, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. So he does that for you. So in time of need, he asks you, hey bro, I need this family portrait. My grandfather died. उसके लिए portrait बनाना है.
Yeah, that depends on what is that first thing that he did for me.
Okay.
I think when someone
it
is
is-
doing you a favor, right, especially if it's a service, and
Mm-hmm.
they're offering it to you in the sense that I really want to do it for you, then you just have to make sure, even if it's like a friend, it's like I guess it's kind of an uncomfortable conversation, but you just
It
have to
is.
make sure that they don't expect anything in return at all.
Yeah.
And so they'll be like, they're giving it to you for now for free. You're like, are you sure? I mean, yeah. And you just make it clear that just because they're giving you something doesn't mean you owe them anything.
Yeah, because
later
now
on.
it's like
Yeah,
we're talking
definitely.
exposure terms. No, what if like that guy's like, yeah, I'll spread the word about you being an artist and stuff. And then 3 months later, he's like, hey, you remember I spread the word about you? Can I get like a free drawing? I'm like, fuck no.
Not like that. Like, but he's just it should be like a very genuine business
Yeah, if
transaction.
it's like an actual service that he has provided to me
Yes.
for a low price or free, then I would definitely.
And even that, even when it's a situation like that, I think you should just clarify it early on. So if it's like, again, let's just go back to the carpenter thing, because I think it's like a good exchange of services where they need to make tables so that they can show people that they've made tables. But they decide to make and they're good at it, and they make a good table for you, and if they also expect you to make something back for them, like some kind of artwork for promotion or whatever, so you need to like establish that early on itself. If they come to you and be like, do you want to do like an exchange thing, then you sort of clarify that early itself, like what are you going to be giving them back in return. And you sort of want to clarify it now, because although it is a little uncomfortable now, you don't want to have that uncomfortable conversation when they have the upper hand after they've already done something for you. And so if they expect something, you sort of clarify and tell them, okay, this is what we're going to do, and treat it like a genuine exchange. Because if you don't treat it like it's a genuine, like if it's like a business, then both of you are not taking your own things seriously enough to treat them like their own respective businesses. And then also it's going to affect your relationship later on, where if it feels like there is mistrust or one of you is being cheated. And so you sort of have to clarify the terms of any sort of small exchange. Well, not small, but if any sort of exchange where you think they'll expect something back, you clarify that early on. But if they've done like some very small thing which doesn't really require effort, and they're expecting something back from you, even though they've never mentioned it, then no, you don't do it. If anyone is like a genuine friend of yours, then they're not going to try to take advantage of the relationship and try to get something from it. Because I have like a few friends who really support my art, and they tell me that, like, they don't tell me that they want me to make art for them. They tell me that eventually, once they can afford it, they're going to commission me to do stuff, and they're going to
True friends.
they're
See,
like
when
sort of
you're-
telling me that they'll support my business pretty much.
In my experience, it is very simple. If it's a friend or family member, whoever wants to ask you to do something and they've not mentioned any money hasn't come up yet, the second you ask what is the budget, you will know whether you're getting paid or what the other person is expecting. They'll either say something like, what budget? Or they will tell you straightforward answer, okay, this is how much I am willing to spend. So if they say what budget, that is the red flag that you need to see. and be like,
Definitely, yeah.
Cool, I'm done, I'm sorry. Okay, no matter what, don't do shit for free. Either recommend another artist who is willing
Who's
to do
available?
it, or just be like, sorry, don't fuck. How to get payments from clients? Take 50% advance and take the rest later. That's all. Okay, those are all the questions. We are done with that.
Yes, that's good.
Thank you for all the suggestions and questions you guys sent. And if you have more, we'll put up a story again, and you guys know the drill. On that note, we come to the end of the episode 2 of the Wrong Layered podcast. If you have any queries, suggestions, questions, or something nice or bad to say, make sure to leave it on our Instagram page or our email ID. And do you boys have anything else to add?
No, I think they'll be linked down. So yeah, that is it.
Yeah. Eat healthy, everyone.
And get vaccinated, stay healthy, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's the wrong fucking layer.